Welcome back. This is Ed, the Finance Guy. Again, I want to thank you for listening, tuning in. Please comment below, subscribe. This way you'll know when my next video comes out. Any suggestions you have, I definitely want to hear about it, and I appreciate everyone that tunes in. Today's topic, because I'm a tax accountant for 40 years, has to be the IRS deadline is now July 15th, which is not even a month away. Now, because of the pandemic, the government changed the date of filing returns from April 15th to July 15th. Now, there was talk about making it to October 15th, and all I gotta say is thank God that didn't happen, because that just means 3 more months of people procrastinating, not bringing me their information, waiting to the last minute to file, which is something I would never do. I like to get things over with. Anything that's a pain, a problem to take care of, I want to get taken care of right away. This way I don't have to think about it anymore. If you pay estimated taxes, which many people do, you have your own business, you work for yourself, you don't take salary, but you take a draw, you're Schedule C, you're self-employed, you pay quarterly estimates. The first estimate normally would be due April 15th. The second one is normally due June 15th, but because of the pandemic, they changed things around. So if you pay estimated payments, your very first payment is due July 15th. So July 15th, the date that your tax return is due, is when you have to pay your first estimate. Now, if you need more time, because for some reason you don't have all your partnership K1s, you didn't get your stock trades from your brokerage firm on time, and you need more time, you're not ready. You don't have to be worried, like, oh my God, if I don't file on time, I'm gonna get audited. No, just file an extension. You'll have an extra few months to file, and you wanna make sure your return is filed correctly, even if it takes a little bit longer to file. But just remember that when you file an extension, that is not an extension to pay your taxes. That's an extension to file your return. So you really have to figure out your return and estimate what you're gonna owe and pay in what you're gonna owe. So if I know I'm gonna owe $5,000 in taxes July 15th, but I just don't have the time to do my return, I'm traveling abroad, pay the estimated taxes, pay that $5,000 with your extension form, you do it online, and then you'll have a few extra months to file your return. And again, it's not an extension to pay your tax, it's an extension to file. Very important. This year is also important to file to make sure you get your stimulus check. That stimulus check that they're getting $1,200 per person, $2,400 per couple, an extra $500 per child under 17. If you don't file your return, the government doesn't even know you're around. So you have to file your return in order to get that stimulus check. And now they're talking about a second stimulus check. So I have clients that didn't get their first stimulus check because the IRS is so backed up. I mailed in checks for clients 3 months ago. The IRS hasn't cashed those checks yet. The IRS has been 75% closed. Up until right now, they're bringing more people in. So if you're gonna file a return, make sure you don't file a paper return. If you file a paper return, it's gonna take a lot longer to process. If you file it online, if you need help, email me, ed1959@usa.com. I'll certainly help you. You can file your return online and you'll get your refund quicker. It's not gonna be as quick as normal because now, like I said, they're very backlogged. There's 12 million people at risk of not getting their stimulus checks because they didn't file. Now, there is a form that you can go on irs.gov, and it's called an IRS non-filer form, which could be filed in the next month, 2 months. It's mainly for lower income families, below $12,000 for single and below $24,000 for married. You really only have to file if you owe money or you're getting a refund. If you made $5,000 for the year and you're living at home with your mom, you don't have to file unless you paid in some federal taxes and you want to get it back. But if you didn't, there's no requirement to file. So people that have lower incomes, they may have children, you want to make sure you file anyway because you get that earned income credit if you have children and you made under a certain amount of money. But right now it's important to file to get that stimulus check. And the stimulus check is not coming in the form of a check. Now it's coming as a debit card. And I've had clients call me telling me they got something in the mail, they're throwing it out, they didn't know where it's from, it's a credit card, we don't need more credit. I said, no, it's a debit card. And that's how the government is giving people their stimulus money. They're not mailing checks anymore. They're sending people debit cards. You can go to the ATM, you call a phone number, you get the card activated, you go to an ATM, you pull the money out, or you use it at a grocery store, wherever you normally use your debit or credit card. So expect to get that type of a stimulus, not a check, a stimulus debit card. Get it in the mail, don't throw it out. Also, if you want to know where your federal refund is, go on Google and type in, where is my refund? Where is my refund is a site that will let you know if your check has been mailed out, when it's going to be mailed out, when it's going into your account, your direct deposit, which you should put down your account information on your tax return, because that's how they did the stimulus check before. The money went right into that account. So again, go on the site, where's my refund? It'll tell you on July 3rd, the money will be credited to your account. All you need to know is your name, your social security number, what's your filing status, single, married, joint, whatever your filing status is, and what your refund is. Very important. And it's not a combination of your federal and state refund, it's your federal refund. So they're going to want to know what's your federal refund, and that's how they're going to match it up to make sure that it's not a fraudulent inquiry, and the money will be in your account so-and-so date. Now, the filing returns, very, very stressful for many people. If you don't have all your documents, file the extension. Filing an extension will not get the IRS to audit you. The percentage of people that get audited on an extension is not any different than normally get audited. People that get audited generally in the higher brackets. You see people that are making over X amount of money get audited more than people that are making under. And the theory is, it costs money for an IRS's hour of time. An IRS's agent of time is worth X amount of money. Why is he going to audit somebody that made $12,000 when there won't be any taxes to owe anyway? It's better to audit somebody that made $500,000 and maybe they got an illegal deduction and they could make money off of it. So it's an idea of the IRS has to make a profit off the people, the agents that they're paying. They want to make sure they can collect money, more money than what they're paying the agent to audit you. So don't be worried about being audited because you file an extension. That's definitely a myth. You're not going to get audited. There's no better chance of getting audited if you file an extension. Better to file an extension and make it correct. That's more important. Make sure your return is filed correctly. And don't be afraid of the IRS. They're regular people. They're going to ask you questions. You put down a deduction. You got to have proof. You don't want to lie on your return. It's a federal form. You could get in trouble. You just want to make sure anything you put on your return, you could prove. You certainly don't want to put you have 5 children when you have 3. That's fraud. You can go to jail. If you put down you have $2,000 worth of charitable deductions, but you really only have receipts for 15 and you get audited, they're going to say, well, look, you only have receipts for $1,500. We're going to adjust your return. We're going to change it. Instead of saying $2,000, it's $1,500. You're going to owe us $80 in taxes, $5 in penalty. Okay. You put in the deduction. You don't have the proof. You should have to pay the tax on it. The IRS is very nice as far as giving you time to make payments, installment agreements, offering compromises, which are all subjects we're going to talk about on this channel. Don't be stressed out. Use your accountant. Give me a call. Very easy to do the returns. Just be calm, gather all your information, and file your return. July 15th, that's the day. Get it done, get it over with, get it off your mind, file on time. You don't need the extension. If you need the extension, it's there to be taken. I appreciate, again, everyone listening. This is Ed the Finance Guy. You can email me your questions, ed1959@usa.com. I'm very available. If you have any questions, just email me. I will answer all the emails I get. Any comments below, I'll respond to. I appreciate you listening to this channel. I'm hoping you're getting an education out of it, and that's really my main reason for doing this. So I want to say to everybody, be safe, do the right thing, subscribe, and keep tuning in. This is Ed the Finance Guy. Have a good day.